How's it going, everyone? And welcome to a brand new Let's Play here in the channel. Welcome to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Now, some of you might know I am a huge fan of this series. I'm currently playing blind Miles Edgeworth Investigations, and I've played the first 4 games, like Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations, and Apollo Justice. But that was a while ago. I don't remember much. This is going to be like semi-blind. Kind of like Dark Dawn, but not really, because Dark Dawn, I never played. This one I did, but there are gonna be a lot of things I don't remember. And trust me, you want to remember stuff for this series. For those of you that don't know, I don't know how you wouldn't know, but Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is a game where you play as a defense attorney. It's in the title. And your goal is to get your clients off the hook. Now, mostly, they're innocent. I'm not going to give away anything because we're going to be playing throughout the whole series. And this is all leading up to something I have planned later, so that's why I started this today, and hence why I'm not recording Pokemon Ultra Moon. Anyways, I guess that's it. Let's just hop right into the game. A new game into the first turnabout. Let's do this. Oh, blood already. Oh my god, someone's dead already? Jesus. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Oh yeah, I remember. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Oh, okay. We're starting off strong. Let's go. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Oh, so much nostalgia. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Oh no, I can't do that voice. That voice is strictly copyrighted. Not really, but one of the reasons I decided to play this is because a YouTuber I watch inspired me a lot, and man, some of his voices are just spot on, and I can't do his voice for this character, okay? So let's do this. Oh, what voice? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, this one. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. God, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Makes sense, I guess. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. What, 23? Oh yeah, Phoenix is 23. I still know how to use stuff, I just don't remember the cases themselves, so hey. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I own one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Here we go. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I am a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. I don't know, is this too similar? I'm gonna stick to it. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading, I'm dying. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's my friend, Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Let's see. The victim... Cindy Stone. Okay. Cinder block. Nice. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was... should be mentioned in the autopsy report, yeah. Loss of blood to the blood trauma. So she was hit. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Man, I love the animations in this game. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Praying, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say something unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Hi there. He's twitching! I saw that! Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what do you describe as generally what we mean by dumped? In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! What? I am slowly turning into Arnold Schwarzenegger. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay. Indeed, she appears to have returned to the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Oh. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right, I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Shut up, Larry. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Eh? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him from answering. I remember this part. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. That is beautiful, dude. That is beautiful. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Oh god. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. I just changed the judge's voice for no apparent reason. Apparently that's my thing. I just change characters' voices as I see fit. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Ha, Sawit. I get it. Oh look, it's the guy from the beginning. We totally know he did it. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. The first testimony of the game. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately, however the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Because I said so! I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold a key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradiction between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it into the witness' face. Okay. Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony. I'm not sure if I'm making a good work on the voices. Okay, the first cross-examination of the series. Let's get started. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, yeah, blah blah blah. And then I saw her lying there. I quilled and fried and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately, however the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I found a public phone. Remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. Are you sure about that? 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right, doesn't that seem strange to you? We had some evidence to contradict him. Oh. So, yeah. Let's present it. Let's see. Let's present the attorney's badge. Okay, no. Time of death. 4 p.m. Oh. That was easy.
Objection!
Objection! There we go. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Ah, yes! The music in this game is so good! Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawin, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Great, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? See, yeah, for what I remember, this first case was actually pretty easy. It was just to get you used to the way of playing, so I bet that the contradictions are gonna be all in plain sight. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Yeah, sure. There was a blackout, you idiot. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Yeah, there was the blackout. I'm not even gonna bother. It was probably coming from the television. Nope.
Objection!
No, it wasn't. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television or the video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Solid, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawyer. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Wasn't the murder weapon a statue? You saw a clock? Guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing the time. Yeah, but the murder weapon was... Oh, here we go, Allegro! Yeah, this is cross-examination Allegro, for those of you who don't know. It's when the witness is on the ropes. Yeah, the murder weapon, the killer used... Yeah. No, buddy, that's not gonna fly. Oh, I don't want to present the passport, you idiot. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Objection! There we go. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Oh, here we go! Oh, here we go! What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock! Your Honor, if I may... Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. Though the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? I do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment, knew the victim. And he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard! Oh man, so epic. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never, look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, oh god. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness came from the clock. The witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Stoyd heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply ask the neighbors. No, try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this courtroom. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Solid heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Solid, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
That's right. It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness, unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Solid.
I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Solid. Mia, I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove that clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Well, there was one piece of evidence we never presented. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, I can. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see who pull this one off.
Let's show this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The passport, because she traveled. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. And the clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim had to reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, Oh, he just had a seizure. Okay.
Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find a true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Bucks, not guilty.
Oh, yes.
And with that, the court is adjourned.
Here we go. We won our first case. It turns out that Frank Solid was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Solid let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Solid grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. You fought all your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was No, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Ah, man. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you wanna just cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? How many times has she said right? It's confusing me! Something that proves how she felt about him. Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Probably this.
Take that!
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. Okay. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me, unless you count the clock he gave me up." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end! The first turnabout is over! A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout Sisters. Oh, man. Okay. So, yeah. Sorry about that. I had to stretch for a bit. Okay, so the first turnabout. An easy tutorial level. It's supposed to be an easy tutorial level anyways. And it's honestly a good introduction to the series. It introduces the players to the series' sense of humor, characters, and most importantly, the game mechanics. I really like it, but I feel it could have been done a bit better. Like, I know it's a tutorial case and all, but they could have made it a bit less obvious. It was too obvious, I think. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna end the video for here. Next episode, we're gonna start Turnabout Sisters and see what it's all about. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you like the video, consider hitting that like button and subscribing if you are new to the channel. If you want to get notified of my future uploads/streams, hit that little bell next to the subscription button. Link to my Discord and other stuff I want to put there will be in the description below. God, words. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, peace!